Good evening. Welcome to Election Night in America 2020. Tonight we have President Donald Trump running for re-election against the former Secretary of Housing and Urban Development under President Barack Obama, Secretary Julian Castro from the state of Texas. We start off our night with our 7 p.m. poll closings from the states of Vermont, Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, Kentucky, and Indiana. Out of the state of Vermont, it's 3 electoral votes. Julian Castro is the projected winner. The state of South Carolina, with its 9 electoral votes, typically too early to call, now going solidly in the Donald Trump column. The state of Indiana, Vice President Mike Pence is from this state, served as a governor here leading up to 2016. Donald Trump wins. There are 11 electoral votes. And out of the solid red state of Kentucky, with its 8 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner. The state of Georgia, with its 16 electoral votes, typically too close to call, now being called at the top of the hour for President Trump. And the state of Virginia is too close to call with a 2% difference. Donald Trump is currently in the lead. Keep in mind, Virginia is a pretty good state for the Democratic Party, currently leading here in polling data. Donald Trump is currently ahead as there are more Republican counties reporting than Democratic ones, but you should expect a Democratic victory at the end of the evening, but anything can change. Right now we have Julian Castro at 3 electoral votes and Donald Trump at 28. It is now time for our 7:30 p.m. poll closings from Ohio, West Virginia, and the state of North Carolina. The state of West Virginia, with its 5 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner. Every single county went to Donald Trump back in the 2016 presidential election, and it looks the same way this time around. The state of Ohio, with its 18 electoral votes, a 3% difference, with Julian Castro surprisingly in the lead. Ohio is one of the few states that went for President Barack Obama that almost went to Donald Trump by 10% or double digits. 18 electoral votes, too close to call. And another swing state from the state of North Carolina, 15 electoral votes, too close to call. Julian Castro is behind Donald Trump by 4%, with 30% of precincts reporting. And on our current electoral map, not much changing. Donald Trump at 33 electoral votes and Julian Castro at 3. It is now time for our 8 p.m. poll closings with a number of states ranging from the Northeast down into the South. Our first call is from the state of Alabama with its 9 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. A very interesting Senate race going on at this hour. The state of Mississippi with its 6 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. No real surprise out of these solid red states. Another state with every county going to Donald Trump back in the 2016 presidential election. The state of Oklahoma with its 7 electoral votes, now landing in the president's column again. The state of Tennessee, 11 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. Again, no surprise out of many of these red states down here in the South. The state of Missouri with its 10 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. And Maine's 2nd congressional district will go to Donald Trump. This one went to Donald Trump by 10% back in the 2016 presidential election. 1 out of the 4 electoral votes from Maine will go to Donald Trump. The interesting thing about the state of Maine, joined by the state of Nebraska, both of which divide their electoral votes based off electoral representation, which means that the 1st and 2nd congressional districts in the state of Maine each can vote for an individual candidate, which is why the 2nd district is now being projected for Trump, and we will have a characterization with the rest of the districts in a moment. The state of Illinois, 20 electoral votes. Julian Castro is the projected winner. Out of the solid blue state of Maryland with its 10 electoral votes, Julian Castro is the projected winner. State of Delaware with its 3 electoral votes, Julian Castro the projected winner. Keep in mind this is Vice President Joe Biden's home state. Julian Castro wins here, 3 electoral votes for him. The state of Connecticut with its 7 electoral votes, Julian Castro is the projected winner. Again, not too much of a surprise out of these solid blue states. The state of Massachusetts, 11 electoral votes. Julian Castro is the projected winner. Elizabeth Warren's home state. Out of the state of New Jersey, 14 electoral votes. Julian Castro is the projected winner. Out of the state of Rhode Island, with its 4 electoral votes, Julian Castro will win here. And in the most liberal part of the United States, the District of Columbia, an area that Hillary Clinton got over 90% of the vote in back in 2016, going to Julian Castro. And this is the state that I was talking about, the state of Maine, which divides its electoral votes based off of representative composition with an at-large and 1st and 2nd district. 3 out of the 4 electoral votes comprising of the 1st district and the at-large vote from the state of Maine will go to Secretary Castro. And the state of Florida is currently too close to call. We have 29 electoral votes at stake with a narrow lead for Julian Castro. State of Pennsylvania, 20 electoral votes. Donald Trump ahead by 4% here with almost half the amount of precincts reporting. And the state of New Hampshire, too close to call. 4%, sorry, not 4%, 2% divides the two candidates with 4 electoral votes, 64% of precincts reporting. And on the road to 270, Julian Castro is at 78 and Donald Trump is at 77. It is now time for a 30 p.m. poll closings from the state of Arkansas, and as expected, part of the South here, Arkansas goes to President Trump, now putting him ahead of Secretary Castro at 83 electoral votes compared to Julian Castro's 78. It is now time for our 9 p.m. poll closings ranging up across the United States of America. The state of Texas, 38 electoral votes, a very large win for President Trump. Some Democrats thought that this could get contested with this being Julian Castro's home state. They were incorrect. The state of Texas goes to Donald Trump, 38 electoral votes. State of Louisiana, again, another state part of the South here, 8 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. Out of the state of Kansas, 6 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. Again, no real surprise out of a number of these states. The next state, the state of North Dakota, 3 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. Small, but still adds up to his total. Another smaller state, the state of South Dakota, with 3 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. He'll also carry the state of Wyoming, which gave him the largest margin of victory back in the 2016 presidential election. Wyoming goes to President Trump. And the state of Nebraska, along with the state of Maine, divide their electoral votes based off of congressional districts. However, all 5 of Nebraska's electoral votes will go to President Trump at the end of the evening. And the state of Georgia, this is a key race alert. Donald Trump wins out of the state of Georgia with its 16 electoral votes, vital to a victory for him. The state of New York, 29 electoral votes. Julian Castro is the projected winner, an expected Democratic state. Another state, the state of New Mexico, 5 electoral votes, a very large minority population here. Blowout for the Democratic Party. The state of Virginia, 13 electoral votes. Key race alert here. A swing state now landing in the Democratic column. Julian Castro will carry the state of Virginia. And the state of Colorado is currently too close to call here. Right now, Julian Castro has a lead of 6% with 33% of precincts reporting. And the state of Minnesota with 10 electoral votes at stake. Donald Trump is surprisingly in the lead as he did not win this state back in the 2016 election. Hillary Clinton narrowly won it by 2%. And the state of Wisconsin, too close to call, an exact tie between the candidates with 60% of precincts reporting. Very, very interesting race. Went to Donald Trump by less than 1%. Another state that went to Trump by less than 1% back in 2016 is the state of Michigan with its 16 electoral votes. Julian Castro is narrowly in the lead. And the state of Arizona, a very close state after what we saw back in 2018, 11 electoral votes at stake. Donald Trump currently leading Secretary Castro. And on our road to 270 map, we have 165 electoral votes for Donald Trump and 125 for Julian Castro. It is now time for our 10 p.m. poll closings from Iowa, Montana, Utah, and Nevada. The first call is from the state of Utah with its 6 electoral votes. Donald Trump, the projected winner. Again, no real surprise. The state of Montana with its 3 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. The state of Ohio, this is a key race and a big win for the president. The state of Ohio, Donald Trump is the projected winner here. He will go on to carry this state yet again, leading him possibly to victory. And the state of Iowa is too close to call. Julian Castro is behind Donald Trump by a considerable amount, 54-45. Donald Trump leading. The state of Nevada, another 6 electoral votes at stake, too close to call, an exact tie at this moment. And on the road to 270, 192 for President Trump and 125 for Julian Castro. It is now time for our 11 p.m. poll closings from Idaho, Washington, Oregon, California, and Hawaii. In the state of California, 55 electoral votes. Julian Castro is the projected winner. Huge win for the Democrats. Expected, but still a huge win. State of Washington, 12 electoral votes. Julian Castro is the projected winner. State of Oregon with its 7 electoral votes. Julian Castro will carry this as well. And out of the state of Hawaii, 4 electoral votes. Julian Castro is the projected winner. This is a key race from the state of Minnesota. Julian Castro was behind here earlier. 10 electoral votes now going into his column. The state of Nevada, another 6 electoral votes. Another swing state to add to the Democrats. 6 electoral votes from the state of Nevada. And the state of New Hampshire, 4 electoral votes, Julian Castro is the projected winner. The state of Idaho, with its 4 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner. Donald Trump will also carry the crucial swing state of North Carolina. Donald Trump wins here with its 15 electoral votes landing in his column. And the state of Iowa, 6 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner. And on our Road to 270 map, we have 223 electoral votes for Julian Castro and 217 for President Trump. We now have our state calls at 12:14 a.m. Eastern Time from Florida, Michigan, and Arizona. The state of Florida, 29 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner here. This is a key hold for President Trump in his pathway to being reelected. And the state of Arizona, 11 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. And out of the state of Michigan, this is now a flip from red to blue. Michigan, with its 16 electoral votes, goes to Julian Castro. Big win for them. State of Colorado as well, 9 electoral votes remaining in the Democratic column. Julian Castro wins here. And on the road to 270, 248 for Julian Castro, and now Donald Trump, who is in the lead at 257. We now have our poll closings at 1 a.m. Eastern Time from the state of Alaska. And the state of Alaska, as expected, Donald Trump is the projected winner, 3 electoral votes. And we have state calls at 1:30 a.m. from the states of Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. The state of Wisconsin, Donald Trump is the projected winner of their 10 electoral votes. A retain for the Republican column. Donald Trump wins in the state of Wisconsin and will also carry the state of Pennsylvania with its 20 electoral votes. Both states he won by less than 1% back in 2016, and it looks like it's going to happen again. Donald Trump narrowly wins Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, which means that Donald Trump has been reelected for another 4-year term in the White House. Donald Trump will go on to serve again as the 45th president of the United States of America. The Democrats were unsuccessful in their presidential election bid after a defeat back in 2016, and it looks like the final electoral map will go on to be 290 electoral votes for Donald Trump and 248 for Julian Castro. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really like making these election nights. Go ahead and comment down suggestions for future election nights. I may sort of pan away from the 2020 election just for a little bit, just because I want to focus on some other things, possibly 2019 election night, which could be pretty interesting. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment down suggestions below. Don't forget to check out all of my social media, and I will see you all tomorrow.